The Apocryphal Book. Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs. The Testament of Simeon. Sign name Simeon. The copy of the words of Simeon, the things which he spoke to his sons before he died, in the 120th year of his life. At that time Yusuf, his brother, died. For when Simeon was sick, his sons came to visit him, and he strengthened himself and sat up and kissed them and said, "Hearken, my children, to Simeon, your father. I will declare unto you what things I have in my heart. I was born of Jacob as my father's second son, and then my mother, Leah, called me Simeon, because Yahweh had heard her prayer. Moreover, I became strong exceedingly. I shrank from no achievement, nor was I afraid of aught. For my heart was hard, and my liver was immovable, and my bowels without compassion. Because valor also has been given from Alua to men in soul and body. For in the time of my youth I was jealous in many things of Yusuf, because my father loved him beyond all, and I set my mind against him to destroy him, because the prince of deceit sent forth the ruah, the jealousy, and blinded my mind, so that I regarded him not as a brother, nor did I spare even Jacob my father. But his Alua, the Lua of his fathers, sent forth his messenger and delivered him out of my hands. For when I went to Shechem to bring ointment for the flocks, and Rabban to Dothan, where were our necessaries and all our stores, Yehuda, my brother, sold him to the Ishmaelim. And when Rabban heard these things, he was grieved, for he wished to restore him to his father. But on hearing this, I was exceeding wroth against Yehuda, in that he let him get away alive. And for 5 months I continued wrathful against him. But Yahweh restrained me and withheld me from the power of my hands, for my right hand was half withered for 7 days. And I knew, my children, that because of Yusuf this had befallen me, and I repented and wept. I besought Yahweh, Alua, that my hand might be restored, and that I may hold aloof from all pollution and envy, and from all folly, for I knew that I had devised an evil thing before Yahweh and Jacob my father, on account of Yusuf my brother, and that I envied him. And now, my children, hearken unto me, and beware of the ruah of deceit and envy. For envy rules over the whole mind of a man, and suffers him not either to eat nor drink nor do any good thing, but it ever suggests to him to destroy him that he envies. And so as long as he that is envied flourishes, he that envies fades away. 2 years therefore I afflicted my soul of fasting and the fear of Yahuwah, and I learned that deliverance from my envy comes by the fear of Alua. For if a man flees to Yahuwah, the evil ruach runs away from him, and in his mind is lightened, and henceforth he sympathizes with him who he envied, and forgives those who are hostile to him, and so ceases from his envy. And my father asked concerning me, because he saw that I was sad. And I said unto him, I am pained in my liver, for I mourned more than they all, because I was guilty of the selling of Yusuf. And when we went down into Mitzrayim, and he bound me as a spy, I knew that I was suffering justly, and I grieved not. Now Yusuf was a good man, and he had the Alua within him, being compassionate and pitiful, and he bore no malice against me, but loved me even as the rest of his brethren. Beware therefore, my children, of all jealousy and envy, and walk in singleness of soul, and with good heart, keeping in mind Yusuf, your father's brother, that Allah may give you also grace and glory, and pour favor upon your heads, even as you saw in Yusuf's case. All his days he reproached us not concerning this thing, but loved us as his own soul, and beyond his own sons glorified us, gave us riches and cattle and fruits. Do you also, my children, love one another as brother with a good heart, and the ruah of envy will withdraw from you. For this makes savage the soul and destroys the body. It causes anger and war in the mind, and stirs up deeds of blood. It leads the mind into frenzy, and suffers not prudence to act in men. Moreover, it takes away sleep, and causes tumult to the soul, and trembling to the body. For even in sleep, some malicious jealousy deluding him gnaws, and with wicked ruahs disturbs his soul, and causes the body to be troubled, and awakes the mind from sleep in confusion, and as a wicked and poisonous ruah, so appears it to men. Therefore was Yusuf comely in appearance, and goodly to look upon, because no wickedness dwelt in him. For some of the trouble of the ruah, the face manifests. And now, my children, make your hearts good before Yahuwah, and guard your ways straight before men, and ye shall find favor before Yahuwah and men. Beware therefore of fornication, for fornication is mother of all evils, separating from Alua and bringing near to Baal. For I have seen it inscribed in the writings of Hanuk, that your sons shall be corrupted in fornication, and shall do harm to the sons of Lui with the sword. But they shall not be able to withstand Lui, for he shall wage the war of Yahuwah, and shall conquer all your hosts. And they shall be few in number, divided in Lui and Yehuda, and there shall be none of you for sovereignty, even as also our father prophesied when he poured his favors upon us and told us of the end days. Behold, I have told you all things, that I may be acquitted of your sin. Now, if ye remove from your envy and all stiff-neckedness, as a rose shall my bones flourish in Yisrael, and as a lily my flesh in Yaakov, and my odor shall be the odor of Lebanon. And as cedars shall holy ones be multiplied from me forever, and their branches shall stretch afar off. Then shall perish the seed of the Canaan, and a remnant shall not be unto Amalek, and all the Cappadocians shall perish, and all the Shittim will be utterly destroyed. Then shall fail the land of Cam, and all the people shall perish. Then shall all the earth rest from trouble, and all the world from under heaven from war. And then the mighty one of Yisrael shall glorify Shem, for Yahweh, Allah, shall appear on earth, and himself save men. Then shall all the ruas of deceit be given to be trodden underfoot, and men shall rule over wicked ruas. Then shall I arise in joy, and I will bless Allah because of his marvelous works. Because Allah has taken a body and eaten with men and saved them. Hallelujah. And now, my children, obey Louis and Yehuda, and be not lifted up against these two tribes. For from them shall arise unto you the Yeshua, the freedom, safety, deliverance, and salvation of Allah. For Yahweh shall raise up from Louis, as it were, a high priest, and from Yehuda, as it were, a king, Allah and man. Hallelujah. He shall save all the other nations and the race of Yisrael. Therefore I give you these commands, that ye also may command your children, that they may observe them throughout all their generations. And when Shamawam had made an end of commanding his sons, he slept with his fathers, being 120 years old, and they laid him in a wooden coffin to take up his bones to Chevron. They took them up secretly during a war with the Mitzrayim, for the bones of Yusuf the Mitzrayim guarded in the tombs of the kings. For the sorcerers told them that on the departure of the bones of Yusuf there should be throughout all the land darkness and gloom, and an exceeding great plague to the Mitzrayim, so that even with a lamp a man should not recognize his brother. And the sons of Shamawam bewailed their father, and they were in Mitzrayim until the day of their departure by the hand of Masha. Again, the warning: beware therefore, my children, of all jealousy and envy, and walk in singleness of soul and with a good heart. Love each one his brother with a good heart, and the ruah of envy will withdraw from you. Hallelujah. The Testament,